Over a series of videos, we're going to explore 4 common killers of culture. These are things that, left unattended, can hold people back from doing their best work, drag down performance, and sometimes even create a toxic work environment. The 4 killers we will look at are the fear of commitment, ooh, scary, distrust, both active and passive, othering and blame, and being all work and no play. In this video, we'll take a look at the fear of commitment. By this, we mean our tendency to avoid making clear, solid promises to others. A solid promise sounds like, I promise to do this for you by this specific time. And that can feel scary. We worry, what if I can't deliver? What happens to my reputation or the trust others have in me if I fall short? So instead of committing clearly, we hedge. We say things like, I'll see what I can do. Or we give a vague, sure, without a clear delivery date. But over time, that avoidance takes a real toll. Deadlines slip, trust erodes, organizational walls thicken, and a quiet resignation creeps into the culture. Low performance is just accepted as the way things are around here. It's important to say this isn't about blaming individuals. The fear of commitment often lives in the culture itself and is reinforced by the organizational structures and processes. When we work with clients, we often hear something along the lines of, I can make promises for things fully in my control, but I can't make promises when I'm dependent on others. I don't control them. The person is often speaking from experience in a culture where promises have been broken, deadlines missed, and where cross-functional processes and priorities are misaligned. However, if we can only make promises on something we have 100% control over, we can't do much of anything. Building a culture of commitment where people across the organization make and deliver on their promises creates enormous value. It takes skill to build a culture of ownership and accountability, but when done well, your teams no longer avoid commitment out of fear. Instead, they find making commitments brings greater empowerment, builds confidence, and catalyzes their sense of purpose. In our next video, we'll take a look at some things you can do to lay the foundation for a culture of accountability and ownership. Stay tuned.